a guide to buying, selling, and trading cards on Magic: The Gathering Online. Magic Online allows you to play Magic: The Gathering Online. But what exactly is the process like for getting the cards you need to build the decks you want to play? Many Magic: The Gathering players struggle with the basics, from buying singles to selling off bulk, and this video seeks to lessen that struggle. Please note, this video is intended for players who have played at least a little Magic: The Gathering and are interested in learning how to buy and sell cards on Magic Online. But this video does not go over all the basic rules for playing the game of Magic: The Gathering. So, you decided to dive into Magic Online but are not sure how to get the cards you need. Where are you supposed to get singles or decks? What if you have a card you want to sell? This video is here to help. This video is the third in a 3-part series. You can see part 1, which goes over how to sign up for and begin Magic Online, and part 2, which goes over how to build decks and play the interface of Magic Online, here and here. Trading. All transactions for cards in Magic: The Gathering Online are technically trades. Now, cards can be traded directly, one card of mine for one card of yours, but the most common transactions on Magic: The Gathering Online are with tickets, which are used as money to buy and sell cards. Now, you don't technically buy any cards ever on Magic Online. You are simply trading tickets for cards, and that's how you buy cards on Magic Online. Trades start by creating trade binders. Trade binders are where you put the cards you want to trade and sell. This is also where you put the tickets you need to buy the cards you want. You will not be able to trade your tickets if they are not in a trade binder. You can create a new trade binder in the collection screen, which is the same place you make decks. Be careful with what you put in these binders. You don't want to accidentally trade away half of your modern deck. Meroregery, come back! Only one trade binder can be active at a time, so make sure the right binder is active for the trades you want to make. Once your binder is ready, it's time to go to the Trade tab. Trading cards on Magic Online is quite different than trading in person. The trading interface is an overwhelming mess. Take a look at this interface. How are you supposed to use this to get the cards you want? Well, it's not impossible to trade with a person. The vast majority of buying, selling, and trading cards happens with bots. Bots are automated trade programs that allow you to buy and sell Magic: The Gathering Online cards for tickets or bot credits. What are bot credits? Well, bots are able to remember transactions. Technically, you can't sell or buy anything for less than one full ticket. All transactions, therefore, need to be rounded to the nearest ticket. But bots, however, can sell cards for partial tickets by storing any leftover credit for future transactions. Here's how it works. A bot lists a card for sale at 1.5 tickets. You give the bot 2 tickets. Then the bot remembers that you have half a ticket in credit left on your account. If you buy something from this bot later, your credit will count towards future transactions. There are 4 types of bots that you can trade with. Sell bots that let you buy the cards you need for the ticket price listed. Buy bots that you can sell your cards for tickets or credit. Trade bots, now these are less common, but if you want to trade cards with a bot, there are trade bots out there that will make deals with you. These days, these types of bots are fairly rare, but they do exist. And free bots. Free bots will give you free cards, mostly worthless cards, and usually with either a daily limit or some other restriction. However, if you like building random casual decks, hit these bots up. Many of these bots will also take your worthless cards for free. And since, amazingly, there is no way to just delete unwanted cards in Magic: The Gathering Online, you can give them to a free bot to finally clean up your collection. You can find a bot to trade with by putting the card you are looking for in the search bar. This will show you everyone buying and selling that card along with the prices. Usually these prices are pretty consistent, but there is competition between bots, so be sure to check out some places instead of just going with one, as there are bots that are more expensive than others. Now, another option is just to go to a third-party website and do your transactions away from the mess that is the trade window. This is my personal preferred method, but if only just to not have to deal with that MTGO interface. There's a lot of great retailers who will sell cards or even complete decks for Magic the Gathering Online. Now, after you buy the cards on that third-party website, you need to go back into MTGO's trade window and wait for the bot to contact you to complete the trade. They can't just send you the cards when you're offline. Now, as I've said in other videos, both in this series and just on my channel, I've always been a big fan of MTGO traders. I really like their interface. I find their bots to be super fast and their price is highly competitive. But of course, there are a lot of sellers and you always want to look around to make sure you're getting the best price. Redeeming sets. One way Magic Online keeps stability in the market is by allowing for set redemptions of digital cards for paper Magic cards. That's right, set redemption is not a myth. It is possible to turn MTGO cards into paper Magic cards, but the conditions are very specific, and unfortunately, this transaction is not free. Wizards of the Coast will only allow you to redeem these cards if you have a complete set. That means you must have one of every common, one of every uncommon, one of every rare, and one of every mythic in the entire set in order to redeem it, to convert your pixels into paper. Unfortunately, Wizards will also only allow you to redeem recent sets, and it has dates for how long each set will remain available, a guarantee date and a cutoff date. Sometimes sets will still be around after the cutoff date, but some sets are so popular they don't last past the guaranteed date. You can see which sets you're allowed to redeem in the MTGO store. And the last catch is that this process will cost you money. Currently $25 plus shipping costs, which is an extra $3 in the US and $30 for the rest of the world. Wow. When you redeem a set, your digital cards are removed forever and you are then mailed a set of paper cards. Online economy tips and tricks. The last thing I want to talk to you about are a few quirks of the Magic Online economy to help you navigate through your transactions. Overall, MTGO cards tend to be cheaper than their paper equivalents, but there are some exceptions. For example, bulk mythic rares tend to cost a lot more on MTGO because you need one copy of every card for set redemption. Also, set releases work differently with MTGO than with paper Magic. Magic Online has only been around since 2002, so older cards have needed special releases to make their way into Magic Online. One way this happens is with flashback drafts, where you can draft an older set for a limited time. There's usually one flashback draft going on at all times, so keep an eye open for sets you are interested in. This can also make some cards that are very expensive in paper much more reasonable online. And since the reserve list does not apply to Magic Online, that means that these draft sets might include cards like Underground Sea, and that in turn makes these often expensive paper cards much cheaper online. Since buying and selling online happens in an instant, online prices can and do adjust very quickly. A card banning, a surprise win on the Pro Tour can lead to major spikes and crashes in prices overnight. So when is the best time to buy and sell? Well, prices tend to be highest for singles during pre-release, except for foil mythics. Since sets have just come out, people aren't as interested in turning their bulk mythics into a redeemed set just yet, so they tend to be cheaper when the set is new. One more tip. Never crack a pack on Magic the Gathering Online. Packs can be used as payment for drafts. When you win packs, you can reinvest these packs into playing more tournaments. This is almost always going to be worth more money than the contents of the packs themselves. So make sure to keep those packs closed. Resist the urge. I hope very much that this video and this series has been of some help to you. Remember, you can help me out by remembering to like, share, subscribe, or just by leaving a comment. And while Magic Online does have its share of problems and frustrations, it still allows you to play Magic the Gathering online, anywhere, anytime. If you don't have a local game store, if you don't have friends who play, this does not mean you cannot play Magic the Gathering because of Magic the Gathering Online. So I hope very much to see you online.